All right, Let's Paint TV in the house. Good to see you once again. Another hot day, 86 degrees here, going down to a low of 86 degrees. No, I don't know. That's probably not the low, but it is cooling off barely. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being there, my friends. I did this afternoon I did a watercolor class, online watercolor class. This is the I'm doing okay, Annabelle, thank you. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing all right. So I did a little watercolor class here, and we did a watercolor of the I did one of the Campbell soup can. I think it went over well, you know. It went over well. So I got inspired, and I came across, this is a kind of, just sort of thought maybe this would be kind of fun to paint in watercolors. It's a big little book, the Fantastic Four. So we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to capture that in watercolor. I don't know if I should. I guess what I'll do is maybe I should do it this way. It's always. I guess it's kind of weird that you want to try to figure out how to capture it all. But I think I want to capture the side too. I want to capture the side too, the little heads and stuff. I think that would be kind of fun, you know, like the whole aspect ratio. So we got a canvas here. We'll put this away. We're not going to do any more Campbell soup cans. That's it for now. I think we'll move on with our lives. All right. So I might want to do a quick sketch. That's always a good way to go. Now, in the class today, I didn't want them to work on it, use a sketch, because I knew that what happens when you offer the option of doing a sketch in watercolor first with pencil, you know, sketch it out with pencil, and then you can erase and you can fine tune it. You're not going to get to the watercolor. You're not going to get no paint is going to get on the damn canvas, the paper. And so I could have told them, yeah, just do it real lightly and sketch real lightly, but I also knew that probably wasn't going to happen, and then they would have been bogged down. And I could easily get bogged down here, but hopefully not. So let's just do a little sketch, quick, of see where we're headed with this idea. I think it's going to be pretty much like this, a little off jointed. Could be a little more up there, but it's a little big book, and then there's some some little stuff there. There's some little heads. There's some writing up there, and then this up here, I'll just draw it out. What the hell? And then if I have a problem, and that makes it easier in a weird way. But again, it's not always not always easier in the long run. Or it doesn't really. It's a half a dozen one way or the other. It's really not. And we're not going to try to paint like 5 of these at the same time, though we should, but we're not. I'm trying to go fast here, and just so happens that this font that they have for this, from the 60s, I think, or 70s, is pretty funky, and it's open to some artistic, being a little sloppy. And it seems to be just fine for this. Okay, fantastic. I might have to put some mosquito repellent on here, so let me get some mosquito repellent on, because I'm feeling the bug factor about to get me. So give me a second here. Let me get some spray on my ankles. Okay, we're back. Alright, where's our pencil? See, so you can see how you can just spend way too much time with this when we should have just jumped in. And I could probably, as a test, show you how that works when you just go about it without the drawing. And believe it or not, you think that you can't do it. You don't have the ability to do it that way, but you could, and you can. Okay, let's get this little guy. But no doubt you're going to be a little more accurate in this operation, I guess. Let's get this is the weirdest thing. I think you guys know, I am no fan of superheroes. I don't subscribe to it, but never got into it. I don't do Comic-Con. By the way, there's nothing funny about Comic-Con. There's no comics at Comic-Con. Should be called Superhero Con or something like that, right? Okay, there's the guy, and then there's this kind of a weird. See, okay, let's go here like this, like that. See that? Maybe I can erase it. Then there's this guy here. whatever he is. Oh, he's got another arm here. There's a pretty lady down here. Okay. Okay, so we got the gist of it, and I'll just do the least amount of erasing here. But this up here could be erased. But that's about it. I'm not gonna get all. See, you're gonna want to. Most people want to get all. I gotta get it right. I gotta get it perfect. No, you don't have to get it perfect. I'm telling you, you don't have to get this perfect. All right. In fact, well, you just don't. Don't go that route. Otherwise, you'll never finish your damn painting, or it's going to take you a year to finish your painting, which is fine. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. Now, so there's other writing here. There's more writing here. There's more writing here. See, and there's more detail. There's more detail. I'm not going there. See. I don't know if I can show you any better because I don't think I have the technology here in our limited ability. But right now it's just a little sketch. Okay. So let's continue on with our paints, and let's see if we can fill this up. Let me use a bigger brush. Let's get a bigger brush here. I should have got some fresh water. Okay, that's okay. I think just offhand, I'm going to give that orangey quality up there. Let's get that going. Some orange. Some orange. Now I could have wet the canvas, but I didn't. Usually like to do that. Okay, that's too strong. Too strong. Let's give it more water. I might have to go back to the small canvas, the paper brush. small brush. Go back to the small brush. But for now, we're going to use this guy here, if we can, all the way, my friends. Probably going to have to resort to the smaller brush. In a minute, kind of spread some of that color that's everywhere. Smaller brush, where are you? Smaller brush. I saw you somewhere. Oh, you're hiding. You're hiding. All right. Whoops. A little too much color going on there. All right, that's okay. Oh no, too strong. Could have used a cleaner palette. A lot to be said about having a clean palette, but too lazy, I guess. We'll make this one. Plus, it just adds a little more extra oomph that we were not going to get if we had it all figured out. Some ways you got to be kind of quick with the watercolor because it's drying on you pretty quick. I mean, you don't have to, but there is that sort of urgency, I guess, that you get. I ain't gonna worry about the imperfections. If you start worrying about imperfections in watercolor, then go for it. But it could destroy the love that you could get from watercolor because you're being too precise. So you might want to let it ride, as they say. Let it roll. Don't get too particular about it. Let it be. Okay. So I'll let that little area dry. See, it's a drying thing. See, things start to dry. Now, I didn't wet this whole area that I could have, and maybe I should have. Okay, so let's. I should have. Okay, all right, no problems. I should have done it on the other guy, but that's okay. Might need to do a whole cleaning, even though I was advocating that I didn't need to do that. Okay, let's see here. Now this is an old yellowed comic book from the 60s, 70s, so it's got some yellowing to it. These are the pages. I can get you the exact date. I don't know. It's probably from the 70s. Sometimes things sneak in from the 60s. Okay, there's that. That whole area is kind of yellowed out. So let's just get that going. Just like that. It's a good base. It's not white, that's for sure. Nothing's white. Yeah, let's try the, whatever that guy is, thing, whatever that weird character in the middle there, that made out of stone. Let's go for the blue. go for the blue. It's kind of a, not ultramarine blue, it's a more of a cooler blue, so I have like a, I don't know what it is. It's a cobalt blue or a phthalo blue, I don't know what it is, but it's not alizarin. Oh no, ultramarine blue. And that tends to be what I think I'm seeing, so let's get that everywhere, that we see it. And so the game, it's a game. Think about watercoloring as a game in terms of how things dry. Because see, the tendency is, okay, I want to finish the Fantastic Four lettering up there and all that, but it's drying, and so if I had attacked it all the way, it would have just ran all over the place. And so if you can just bounce around a little bit, you may benefit from that. You might find good results. There's no guarantee, though. No guarantee. You gotta feel it out. I don't really know the story on these guys, but they're all wearing blue outfits. So I'm assuming they're all buddies, you know? They're all white people. Not sure what that's all about. You're wondering how there is a similarity between oil painting and watercolors. And I'll tell you, the similarity is your approach to it, how you attack it. If you attack it the same way, then there's no difference. Even though obviously you're aware of maybe a couple of things that maybe you should consider in terms of light and dark issues build up. With the in terms of watercolor, it tends to be the case. You might want to consider, but other than that, okay, let's get this lady here. She's kind of hot, isn't she? She's kind of hot blonde over here. Get her. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and give it kind of an overall gray wall something that's there. Because it is there. Oh, that might be too strong. That's okay though. Maybe okay with that. Soften it up just a tad bit there. Let's see. Oh, I see. This area is going to get dark. This side is going to get dark. Over here. We can come back to it. I see this kind of like, yeah, we'll do that. Let's do the line work on that. Yeah, let's get the line work on that. Okay. Getting a little crazy, it's okay. That's what we want. We want a little crazy in there. Yeah, let it go crazy. It's okay if it goes crazy. Okay, now this guy is, we put the base on that monster thing guy. And also the you get to the belt on this guy too. This guy is kind of, I could use a little something here. Now this is just a bunch of rocks. Almost next to impossible to get it all correct. So you just get an idea of it, get close to it all. Looking good. Let's continue on with that. Yeah. Dark thing going on with our colors. Okay, there's a little more bleeding than I want. It's kind of cool, but not so sure, you know, I'm not so sure. Maybe we let it dry just a little more. Come back to it. It's not too bad. It's causing some issues here. The bleed factor. Okay, now yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go back to that, maybe we erase this just a tad bit. Maybe kind of crazy over here. You can kind of get rid of some of that if it goes too crazy. We'll come back to that section. Let's go move up to the lettering now. Let's clean our brush here just a little bit. And there's yellow in the lettering, so let's give it some yellow. It's all dried, I think. So let's just yellow this up. Don't worry about it being exactly right. Just get the yellow in there, and then we'll go and let that dry a little bit, and then we'll give the black outline on it. About the watercolor is that you can get some real intense color that you're not getting from oil, generally speaking, because oil tends to be a little more, just tends to get muddier. You can control oil, I guess, but just my own experience and just observations. Okay, Fantastic Four. Okay, so that area could go a little darker overall. Now I'm seeing. Also, the thing is that now you work all these other areas of color. You're starting to see where also what is darker overall and what could use a little help. And so I'm noticing that this area could go a little darker. So let's see here. So anyway, we're going to let that dry a little bit, and then we'll come back in with the black, and then we'll even put the lettering here. It says, you know, the Fantastic Four in the House of Horrors. You know, 69 cents. Can you believe? Can you believe that they named it 69 cents? No, hey, Flynn. Thank you so much, Flynn, for your support. And shout out to your grandmother who passed away. All right. This show is dedicated to Flynn's grandmother. All right. Okay, so yeah, so let's go ahead and let's see if we can add some. Go a little darker overall on the bottom part there if we can. Just a little darker. Could use a little darker. I can tell. I kind of could use a little bit of darker stuff over here. Yeah, that's better. And down below too. Down below. Let's give it some. Give that some darkness if we can. Ooh, that might have went too dark, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta be a little pungent. Possibly. Maybe you got to. Arigato gozaimasu. At that. Okay, so we'll let that dry. We'll let that dry. That's kind of on the way to drying. This has kind of gotten a little more dry. Let's look through the faces on that if we can. Let's get let's go back to the faces on these characters there. So blonde, two blondes. Uh-oh. Christopher, when are you opening the phone lines? I did actually. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I had the number there and the lines were not open. You want to call in? You call in, and I'll talk to you. 818-528-4516. Lines are open. Eagerly waiting your call. Not really, but maybe. I don't know. Okay. Regardless, let's keep on working on this painting here. Face going on there, some blonde, yellow hair. Okay, let's take this call here. Hello, caller. Who's this?
Hey, Chris. What's up?
Hey, Chris. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. You know.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Pretty wild times.
What's that?
Pretty wild times.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you know, it's always wild. That you get used to it. It's always going to be wild. We're not gonna be complacent as a society ever. We always have to deal with stuff. So this is all part of the nature of things. This is how we live. This is how you live, buddy. This is how you live.
I love it. I love it, man. How's the painting going?
It's going great. I don't know if I have a great shot for you. Actually, I don't. Let me get a better shot on this camera. That's a great question. I don't even. You probably guys can't. Yeah. You know what? My whole camera, my whole setup is always in flux, and because of that, I never have my act together, and it's just a damn shame. So, what can I say? What's that? It does happen to us all, and yeah, sometimes I have it all figured out. This is not working. Shoot. Okay, I know what I got to do. Bring it all the way up, and maybe I can bring it down. Let me see if I can do it. I can't. No, this is not working. Shoot. What am I going to do? What it is, it's a vertical. Well, I need a camera from up above. That's what I need. Wonder if I can do that. There is a way to do that. Maybe we could figure that out. If I can put this one from up above. But I don't have a good hooking. I need to get a good hooking device. I don't think I have that. But I have a clamp. So maybe the clamp will help. Let's see. Oh.
I know you aren't done with this one yet, but can I request another drawing, like in the future once you're done with this, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah. What do you got? What are you thinking?
Nothing specific. I was just wondering your favorite cartoon character.
Ah, shit. I don't have one. I really don't. I'm terrible. I gotta say, Chris, I'm not a fan, where I got obsessed about anything like that. I never got obsessed over anything like that. Music or anything like that. Yeah. I don't have a favorite character. Yeah. Well, what's yours?
Let me think about it for a second. Can you draw Goku from Dragon Ball Z?
I don't know what you're talking. Goo Goo.
Goku. Goku.
What's that? I have no idea what that is.
He's a very awesome fighter.
Well, I mean, send me a link. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm having trouble getting any kind of shot for you here. Oh, maybe that would work. That might be better.
I just sent the Wikipedia link for it.
Okay. All right. Well, remind me of it. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm busy on this one. Obviously.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well, thanks for your super chat. I appreciate that. It's very nice.
Yeah, no problem.
Where are you located?
Massachusetts.
Oh wow, Massachusetts. Nice. Is it nice and hot out there?
Very.
Yeah, it's kind of hot here. You get my bald head on this shot, but this shot's no good because I'm always gonna bump into it. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I don't know what to do. All right, well we'll work on this. I think I adjusted one of the camera shots. You kind of get something. All right, but now it's in the way. Crap. Okay, no worries. We're just gonna keep going here. Maybe periodically I will show you a better shot of this. That is sort of the problem with the. I got to get a better aerial camera view. That would help. Well, thanks for the call, Christopher.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, bye.
Good one.
All right. Thanks, Christopher. Okay. This thing is it's still here, and it's still lot more to go here on this piece. Let me see if I can show you a better shot of where we're headed with this. Alright, so that's roughly what we're getting going on here. That needs to go over there for everything going. Okay. So, let's do the lettering. It kind of dried up on us, which is good. Mostly, for the most part, I guess. And let's go ahead and put a little shadow on these. The dark shadow. It's kind of hard to talk when you're doing like little detail stuff. It tends to be trickier for some people. It's hard to rattle on when you're getting all fine-tuney. Okay. What I find is that there is sort of a crescendo in the process. And so, like right now, we're kind of like I would say somewhat struggling with maybe trying to capture what we're trying to do. I mean, I got it under control, I guess, but at the same time, I'm like, oh man, I don't know, not feeling it, or maybe I feel like I'm doing it wrong or whatever. But you hang in there, or you feel like you're not going to finish it. But if you'd be surprised, you hang in there, you can finish it. Yeah, it's true. You could probably take a break and come back to it tomorrow and all that. That's fine. You can do that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's get some fresh. Sometimes you tend to use the same. That's fine. You want to. Less going back to the well is probably better in a way, I guess. But you gotta go back and get some fresh, potent color combinations. See, I kind of screwed that up. That's okay though. It's all right. You get kind of you get into that rhythm, and then you end up screwing it up. It's okay though. Don't sweat it. Nothing to sweat. Well, it's hard not to sweat in our summer weather going on right now. Whew. Okay. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Well, I could turn on the fan. So I could turn on. That would help. Okay. There you go, there you go. It's good to move on. You get bogged down on something, and it's good to just move on to something else. So it feels good to just get on with it and move on to something else. Yeah, they all got like the little belt. They're all in the same club. Like I said, I don't know anything about this Fantastic Four. I don't watch none of the movies. Is Iron Man part of that with Morton Downey Jr. or whatever? What's his name? I know he's Iron Man. Is that part of this operation? Oh, all right. Are we able to see anything? I don't even know if you can see anything. Can you see anything? Maybe you can see something. Let me see. Maybe if I fix this. No. It doesn't go any lower. Shit. That's the problem. That's the problem I got. This thing sucks. You can't see what I'm doing. It just sucks. Maybe that's better. Let's zoom in on that. Let's zoom in. There, that might be better. Hey, there you go. We're getting some help there. Okay. Okay, so then, yeah, we're just keep going. Keep going, guys. We're, yeah, a little ways to go, but not necessarily that much more to go, because we could resolve it in some ways sooner than later. There's a pink on those guy's face. Let's put that in there before we forget. Some pinky face action on these guys. Okay. There's a little yellow over there on this side. Give us some yellow. I think originally it was yellow. It lost its yellow, but I see it. I see some yellow there, so let's give it some yellow. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, Max. Not a problem. I guess it is a problem. This is good, though. This is camera 3. Is this camera 3? Okay, this guy. What guy is this? Is that this guy? I think it's this guy. This guy's kind of not doing any good, is it? I don't have a good way of making it work, though. You know? I got horse on my head, on my cheek. Horse on my cheek. This is the way. I just don't know what to do. Maybe we'll put it over here. Maybe if I can put it over here, and maybe get a better shot. Does that have hope? Perfect, says Fernando. Yeah, that's not so bad. That actually is kind of a good shot. That's a good shot. Okay, we still got a ways to go. Let me, I gotta get a little more wine. I'll be right back. You're watching Let's Paint TV. We got a little ways to go on this one. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. I'm gonna take your call. Call me back in a minute. I'm gonna get some wine. I'll be right back. Call me in a minute. I'll be right back. right, we're back for some more exciting Let's Paint TV. Yeah, the thing is, watercolors are actually I think, in many respects, far more vibrant than oil paintings. All right, let's see here what we got. We're almost there. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, let's see. Get some more here. Let's see. Do. Sometimes you have to re-attack some of these areas. So let's see if I can get that. Somehow, this needs some help. This guy. These are the pages. I'm just going to get kind of a bit of the little pages here. Okay, there's a call coming in. Let's take that call. Hello, caller. Who's this?
Hi, this is Tim from Chicago, longtime listener.
What's up?
Watcher, longtime
Oh, all right. What's up, Tim? What's up, buddy? Chicago, yeah. How you doing out there?
Yeah, just watching you live. I've always wanted to call on live. Painting is looking great.
Well, thank
You
you.
were on like a... Oh, let me mute my TV. Hold on, I'm hearing myself call now.
Yeah.
Anyway, just, yeah, I missed the... I'm going to show my wife the original, the OG video of let's paint, blend drinks,
Yeah.
and exercise.
Right.
That was awesome. But yeah, I've been watching you for like over 10 years. You're fantastic.
All right.
Man.
Sweet. Yeah.
Can I buy your paintings somehow? Like, do you ever sell them?
Yeah. You go to my website, Let's Paint TV, and then there's the link.
Okay.
Then there's a link, like a shop link, and then you can peruse various portals. The one that I've been posting a lot lately is the Etsy one, but they're all viable places. You find it there on my shop link there on Let's Paint TV.
Very nice. All right, awesome. I'll cut this call off.
Okay.
This is
No
great.
problem.
This has always been my dream.
Your dream. You did it. You called.
Oh, you're like an urban legend. They don't really have urban legends anymore, but you're definitely an urban legend.
Well, I guess so. You know, before the internet, there was the urban legend thing. You can't be an urban whatever anymore with the internet, I guess. I don't know.
All right, take care.
All right, take care, buddy. Thanks for calling.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, Chicago. I was there. I didn't tell him, but you're going to hear me out on this one. I was there a few years ago at the Art Institute. I did a little talk and a performance at the Julius Caesar Gallery. It's a lovely little art space in there in Chicago. Oh, I got to go a little darker on that too. Yeah, let's go a little darker on that. On the side. The thing is, you start to, again, I mentioned this before, you start to see the more things as you go along with as you get going on this. You can get overboard on it and ruin the freshness, and we're kind of in that realm where we might ruin what we got. Like we got a good thing going, we may be ruining it all. You can't worry about it. Just keep going. And if you have to ruin it, that's fine. I was telling the students earlier. I guess they're students. I wouldn't think they would think of themselves as students, but in this online class situation, I guess they were students. That I always remember what some artist, famous artist, said that they had to do 10. Think about it, 10 paintings and I believe they were watercolor, or they could have been some other drawing process, maybe prints, where they had to do 10 of them just to get one really good one. That's kind of, man, that's rough, you know. That's like, really? That sucks. You hate to think that you would have to do that many to kind of get something going. You know, it's I can see it though. I can see it. See that being the case. This is running just a tad bit more than I want it to. Sometimes you just jump in and screw it up. And that's okay. You gotta screw it up sometimes. You gotta screw it up and make it long. Feel it out. Okay, let's get this more lettering up here on the top. Can you believe it? That this was 69 cents. Was that some kind of were they alluding to something there with that? I wonder. In the House of Horrors. Kind of going a little bigger on the lettering. That's okay. Okay. Getting closer to some kind of conclusion, maybe. Okay, it's coming along, coming along. All right. So yeah, I need to regroup. I got a little mud, and I got a little watery and stuff, and we got to go a little cleaner on that. Let me clean that up just a tad bit. Re-attack. It kind of dried up, so that's good. We can get a little more control over that if we can. So let's do that. Okay, that will not bleed as much. It was bleeding crazy, and I should have just left it. I should have moved on and waited, but it's a W. I just know that, so let's just get that in there. That's all the little side action. Okay, then there's these little heads here. These heads are really kind of interesting. Oh yeah, this guy has a little shadow too, doesn't it? So let's get the shadow on that. That could make a difference. Partial. Oh yeah, that needs a little something up there on the top. Yeah, that helps. Sort of. Does maybe realize it's overall kind of still too light there. You notice too with watercolor, if you go kind of light to dark, you'd be surprised how there's a lot of space for you. There's a lot of chance for you to fix things, even though you feel like that you ruined it. Like this me right now, unnecessarily swearing, but. Because it dries and it does something else, and it's just there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for air that you're not really always aware of. Okay, so what do I need to do now? Let's see here. Not much. We're getting close. I need to let that dry on the side. Fix this. Sure if I needed to do that, but it is kind of dirty. dirty that raw canvas because it needs to be not so white. Yeah, that's a little much, but that might be okay. That might just be fine. I am seeing just. Oh, I see what I want to do. Besides the side that we gotta fix, oh, that's a little too much. So let's soften that. If we can. Alright, we're basically done. I just need to give a little love on this side. I mean, we could have done this in oils, there's no doubt. But we didn't. What's nice about a watercolor, it's kind of a clean operation in the sense that, you know, it's not so messy.